Is a £3,000 guitar worth £3,000? What are you paying for with your money for that guitar? Like, what makes it worth that value? Or even a £2,000 guitar or a £1,000 guitar or dollars, however you want to think of it. In this video, I'm hoping to help you either purchase a guitar, basically make the decision to an expensive one, or make the decision not to. I want to give you my opinion on what makes expensive guitars worth so much, and my opinion on whether it's worth making that leap to spending that amount of money on a guitar or not, from experience and from also owning a few expensive guitars as well. So there's two main factors, there's actually three in fact, that make I'm going to say £3,000 or $3,000 guitar for the sake of it, but there are guitars that are worth way more and guitars that are worth less. What makes the three main factors that make a £3,000 guitar worth £3,000. Number one is the name on the headstock here. Not particularly this name. This is a very cheap guitar that I love. The name, like clothes, there are certain sought after names for guitar. One being Gibson, another one being Fender, another one being Gretsch, another one being Paul Reed Smith, and there are way more as well on top of that. Certain names instantly put the price of a guitar up. Factor number two is the age of a guitar along with the name on the headstock. So certain name guitars from certain eras are worth thousands more. So you could take like a Fender Stratocaster, a modern day one, US one, and it'll be worth a certain amount now. So let's say £1,000. But if you have a Fender Stratocaster that's made in the early 60s, like a 63 Stratocaster, it'll be worth like 10 times that. Because of the age of it, and also there aren't that many of them knocking about. The third factor that makes a guitar worth the amount £3,000 is the time put into building it. This applies more to custom builds as well. So this is where the name can actually be irrelevant to it. Now, if it's got a branded name on the headstock as well and it's a custom build, it's going to cost a pretty penny. However, if you've got a luthier that's offering to make you a guitar, don't expect the price to come back to you cheap. It's going to be expensive because that luthier is putting their time and their devotion into making that guitar, and making a guitar, a custom built guitar, is not a quick thing to do. So you are paying for that luthier's time. So the question is, do I think a £3,000 guitar is worth a £3,000? Well, my answer is from owning some of them. I've not got really many that are worth that value. I've got one that's worth that value, but I've got a couple that are near there. The one that I do have that is worth that, I barely play it. It's not my favourite guitar to play. It's very pretty to look at. I bought it for the brand and the collectability of it. To be fair with you, this guitar here that I've got, this cost me, I got very lucky with it, but this cost me £20. And if you was buying this now use probably like £180, so that it's not that expensive. Excuse me. And this is one of the best playing guitars that I've got, funnily enough. A few of my expensive guitars I would not sell. There's one in particular that I do use a lot, but I don't use it a lot because it's worth that amount of money. I use it a lot because I like the way it plays and I like the way that it sounds. It's nothing to do with the money side of it. You can find a guitar that you love and that sounds perfect for less money. If you feel like you are like a £3,000 guitar will make you a better player than a £300 guitar, if that's your reason for buying one, thinking of buying one, the answer to that, I hate to say it, but the answer is no, because what makes you a better player is practicing, and you can do that on almost any guitar. So my opinion is a £3,000 guitar is not worth £3,000 unless it is the guitar that plays perfectly for you. So if you are thinking of investing that amount of money into a guitar, I would say try it first before you do it. If it feels like it's worth that to you when you play it, then buy it. However, you might find you'll play it and it may be a dud. So it might play awfully to you, and it might not be the sound you're looking for, in which case don't get it. You might get that from a much cheaper guitar. There is a time when investing that amount of money comes in good for a guitar, and it's if you're looking to do it as an investment, because the prices of certain guitars do rise over time. And I would just say to you on that, I've never bought guitars as investments. I like playing guitar. It's what I love doing. So I always try before I buy. There's been one occasion where I didn't try before I bought, and I hated the guitar. I bought it online, hated it. It just wasn't for me. It didn't play nice. It was an impulse buy, and I liked the look of it at the time. But yeah, if you are thinking of getting a guitar as an investment, that's good, that's all fine. Just make sure you do your research about that guitar first and check if it is worth it as an investment to you. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this topic. So like, do you feel like that value on a guitar really makes it way better than, let's say, a guitar a fifth of the price? Or do you feel there's no difference? For me personally, I feel that the playability part, I feel it's more in the actual player's hands and feels, basically. I'd love to know what you think about this in the comments below. I hope that helps you, and if you're looking at investing that amount of money into a guitar, I wish you the best of luck. And I hope it's an absolutely amazing guitar to play. And if it's something that you're unsure about, if you're thinking of investing that amount and you're unsure whether to do it, just have a play on the guitar first. If it doesn't feel right, don't get it. And if it does, it might be the one for you. If you could like my video and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I'm always giving guitar advice and guitar lessons. If there's anything in particular you'd like to learn on the guitar or know about, just hit me up in the comments below. I'll catch you soon in another one. Keep on rocking.